It's Father's Day on Sunday. If you're listening to this before Sunday, then you know this. If you're listening after, you missed it, you fucks. Call your dad right now. Tell him you love him. So we're going to do...
Oh, God, why?
So I was looking up all these songs about, like, dads and all that, and like, oh, well, what can we do? And just like how we did some from the perspective of the mother or for the mother with mothers, we're going to have from the dad or to the dad. And then even some that are like... Dad kind of messed up a little, but we still love him. And
yeah.
So it's all different types, but it's all songs about dad. And we love our Fargers, so...
Farger.
We're doing this one about them. So you just want to hop into the thing? Top 15?
Let's do it.
All right. Number 15. It's top 15 this week, people. Is Trent Tomlinson's One Wing in the Fire.
I know he lives a little left of living right. And he's come close to going way too far a few times. But I'd trade 1,000 prayers if just one prayer would come true. Lord, please believe in him like I believe in you. Daddy's always
So this is one of those that I was saying before, about 30 seconds ago, is that some of them
earlier back in the previous decade,
some of them are going to be about like kind of dad tried his hardest but he wasn't really the greatest, and that's kind of what One Wing in the Fire is, where he's like he's an angel, like the line is he's an angel with no halo and one wing in the fire, so he's not this perfect being, but he's trying his hardest to be the best dad that he can be. And
exactly, and also kind of a constant theme in country music about the idea of just like the devil grabbing a hold, and like kind of one of those things where it's like they don't want to be a bad person, they just have demons that affect them, and I think that's the idea of them still being an angel but having a wing in the fire, rather than being like he's a demon with a halo and like like it's the other way around, so that it's still like, you know, he's a good person on the inside, but like there's just issues, and you know he's trying.
He's a demon with no wiener and one ball in the flames.
And one ball in the sky.
But yeah, so it's a song, like we said, about an imperfect father, but he's trying his hard. He's trying his damnedest.
God damn it!
Next up is number 14, Zac Brown Band's "Mild Man."
He knew how to lift me up and when to let me fall. Looking back, he always had a plan. My old man, my old man. Feel the callus on his hands and dusty overalls. My old man. Now I finally understand. I have a lot to learn from my old man.
Speaking of bitchy McBitch Man.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny that we just shit talking, but this is actually from their last album, which is the country album, but it's without their history, you know, being mentioned or whatever. It's a fantastic song that's just a complete like my dad helped shape the man I am and kind of song, and it is just a beautiful song sung about my old man, you know. So
yeah, exactly. It is also a perfect reminder to me of like, oh yeah, remember when Zac Brown did this and it was awesome.
Yeah, it's so sad to like, and that's the kind of the thing, you know, side tangent going back is with Luke Combs is like there's a chance he could be a Zac Brown where he starts off his career with all these number ones, everyone loves his first few albums, and then he could go absolutely batshit crazy and say like, I want to sing this, and then everyone be like, hey, remember when Luke Combs was a country artist? Like,
yep. Or could be a fucking Taylor Swift and then successfully transitions into some other completely different thing, and then we have to be like, All right.
Yeah. Okay, bye. Goodbye. It was nice to know you. But yeah, but this song itself is a fantastic song about his dad, and it's just a gorgeous one that I wish. That's why but I did put it at 14 because it's like it's a great song about dads, and it could be ranked higher, but kind of fuck him right now. And
Oh yeah, and that's exactly what happens in my brain when I think about, I mean, as shitty as this is going to sound, it is now accurate that in the same vein as people like fucking Jason Aldean and Luke Bryan, it pains me to even listen to their good stuff because of the fact that it just reminds me of how much I am disappointed.
well, yeah, it's like when we were talking about Rodney Atkins' new album. You're like, I heard the one song and I thought he's dead to me, and I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, it's just I end up getting legitimately pissed off, and I can't even enjoy the thing. It's nonsense. I understand that, but
It's harder.
can't help it.
It's harder for me to listen to old Luke Bryan, but it's not that hard for me to listen to old Jason Aldean because his older songs are so good. So I can still listen to those. But I do get what you're saying. Is it gives you kind of that bad taste of like, I used to like him. Like, what
well,
the
and as
fuck?
soon as there's a gap in the music, all I hear is the fucking burning it down shit. I'm just like, this motherfucker.
Hey, he likes arson. Don't hate.
He did arson to country music. That fucker.
That's true. That's very true. Anyway, next up is number 13, Wade Bowen's Daddy and the Devil.
Devil had a hold on Daddy's hand. He never had a straight and narrow plan. Down a dark and dead end road they ran. The devil had a hold on Daddy's hand. He took his soul and he took his pride. But the devil still ain't satisfied. We all cried the day he died. Daddy and the devil walked side by side.
This is another one just like One Wing in the Fire, where
Yep.
it's about this one is very, how you kind of said it's like the devil grabbing a hold of him. Like, that's exactly what the song is. It's just like, he never wanted to be an alcoholic. He never wanted to do this, but the devil just had a grip on him. And so the daddy and the devil walk side by side, and like,
Exactly. The idea of the addictive personality having issues with different things and just having that take over their life.
Yeah.
Is super sad and but also a really goddamn good song.
Yeah, I was debating not including this one purely because it is kind of
It's pretty much a downer the whole time.
yeah, like there's no really like Dad taught me to be nice even though he's bad. Like
he just dies.
It's just a downer, but yeah, but it is a fantastic song, and that's why I included it.
It is. It absolutely is.
But yeah, so 15 through 13 were just ones that I was like, oh, those are. We'll round out the list with those. But moving on from now, there are still some sadder ones, but they're all good about Dad. Next is number 12, Brad Paisley's Anything Like Me.
And I thought heaven help us if he's anything like me. He'd probably climb a tree too tall and ride his bike too fast. End up every summer wearing something in a cast. He's gonna throw a ball and break some glass in a window down the street. He's gonna get in trouble. He's gonna get in fights. I'm gonna lose my temper and some sleep. It's safe to say that I'm gonna get my payback if he's anything like me.
So this is one where it's from the perspective of the dad, not the other way around. But it's such a great song of like, oh shit, this kid's gonna have half my genetics, and if he's anything like me, he's gonna mess up this way, he's gonna mess up that way, he's gonna get angry this way, and it's just it's back when I loved everything Brad Paisley was putting out. Now it's more of he's like 50-50 with me, but because this one was from American Saturday Night, which was a fantastic album.
Yep. And it was a song that made me feel like this is like like quintessential throwback Paisley song, you know, where he gets the humor in there, he gets the super heartfelt in there. Like I had a revelation the other day that good Brad Paisley songs are like Pixar movies.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how I feel about
That is
them.
true.
Like it's always got like a lot of the good ones. They all have this like family friendly feel to them, but they can simultaneously rip your heart out and make you cry, but then in a really good way, and also have this humor that's like legitimately funny.
Which is actually kind of funny in a way that he actually had songs that were featured on the Car soundtracks, which are Pixar movies.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, but no, that's very true. That Brad Paisley, his first many albums, like his first 5 or 6 or so, they were all really good,
all the way
very heartfelt.
through.
This
like
is
all the way
country
through
music.
American. Yeah. I was gonna say all the way through American Saturday Night, and then
This is country music, and then I think it was Wheelhouse, Moonshine in the Trunk, and Love and War. I think have been all the ones since.
Yeah, definitely in my brain, he stopped making music after This Is Country Music.
Yeah, I mean those ones.
I understand that he has good songs in there.
Like those ones all have really good songs, but they also have ones that I'm just like, not good.
Exactly.
Even though nothing will ever top "Accidental Racist" as the best song ever.
I'm just saying, LL Cool J gave the white man a killer deal.
Yeah, you forgive my gold chains, I'll forget the iron chains.
The fact that Paisley wasn't just like, deal. I don't understand it.
I love that fucking SNL sketch where it's like, we did it, we cured racism.
We cured racism. And then they're like, it's talking to Kenan Thompson, and it's like, you said this? He's just like, I said what?
So great. I love it.
I might be dying.
R.I.P. in peace.
For real this time.
Okay. Well, let's get this list done first, and then you can die.
I'm not gonna make it.
Number 11 is Matt Stillwell's Hey Dad.
I'd say, hey, Dad, it's me, Dad. Just wanted to tell you that I miss you bad. He'd make me laugh like he always did. Before he say goodbye, he'd leave me with this. Go on, boy, be strong, boy. Don't you shed a tear from me, boy. I had a good life, one hell of a run. It's alright, I love you, son.
This is one of those that's such a gut punch of how sad this is, but it's so beautiful at the same time, where it's him talking to his dad who had already passed away, and he's like, I just want to let you know that the kids are doing fine, and then I just know that if you were here, you'd tell me to like kind of buck up and, you know, don't let this get to me. And
this is a song, and literally, like, as you were just saying the lyrics, I had the fucking chill go back up my spine. This is a song that I legitimately don't listen to that much, because of the fact that it is so powerful that whenever I listen to it, I'm just like,
yeah. Like, I don't want to bring my friend into this because he doesn't need that spotlight. So I'm not going to say his name, but my buddy from college lost his dad, and I remember he posted this song on Facebook. He's like, "This song, how would this song not murder me?" Or like, "How would this song not break my heart?" And I was just like, that's not a great one to listen to if you've lost your dad.
It is so incredibly, and like this is kind of what country music is all about, is this kind of song that is so real that people who listen to it don't know Matt Stillwell personally at all, don't know his situation or his dad or anything like that, but the words are so true that anyone who's gone through this situation, or really just anyone with a dad, can just feel, you just feel so many things, and it's amazing that just he can do that.
I mean, it's because like the lyrics aren't even like that. Like the chorus, it's "Hey Dad, it's me, Dad. Just want to let you know that I miss you bad." Like it's not even like that. Like amazingly poetic of a lyric, but you know, like the way he sings it, it's so sincere and
you feel it.
I can't remember. I can't remember if we said this on the "What Country Means to Us" episode, but country music is a lot more in depth than people give it credit for. Like people are always like, it's dogs, it's trucks, it's beer. It's like, if you really listen to it, it's like it's like how Travis Tritt just recently was on that interview, and they're like, "What do you say to the people who say like country music needs to evolve?" He goes, "Yeah, sounds can change and everything, but in my experience, people still feel love and heartbreak. Like that's not different. So why is that gone? Like
Yeah.
It's still music you can connect to, and that's exactly what this song is. Is the song you can connect to, like perfectly.
I thought about. I had a tweet all ready to fire off yesterday, and I decided not to because I didn't care. But I was thinking about the. I don't know how familiar you are. You have to be at least a little bit. The Jimmy Valvano speech at the ESPYs back in the whenever that was, 90s, I think. No, he was a college basketball coach who had cancer, and they gave him some sort of like lifetime, award type deal, and he gave this speech, and it's like one of the best speeches you could ever listen to. Like, seriously, check it out if you're not aware of it. But what he said in the speech was, every single day you should laugh, you should think, and you should be moved to tears. Because if you do those three things in a single day, that's a full day. And so he just talked about, what it's like to just live and like appreciate life. I mean, he was dying of cancer.
Yeah.
And I thought about that, and I was like, that is what I think about when I think about the things I love about country music. Is I love when it makes me think. I love when it makes me fucking cry. And then there's still, like, laughing is good, and it's okay. But right now, instead of having these three pillars that are equally holding up this awesomeness that is country music, the fucking laughter and nonsense one is fucking Sears Tower tall, and you've got a couple, like, trailer park-sized think and cry.
Yeah. That's the thing is, and you can, like we said, even with Paisley, you can get all three of those, but... Like, I was thinking recently, because I was like, I know there was a song that made me laugh the other day, but I can't remember what it was, and then I remembered it wasn't the other day, it was when I first listened to Lowdown Drifters and the song Last Night in Denver.
Yeah.
That song genuinely made me laugh out.
My car.
Yeah, it genuinely made me laugh out loud while I was driving to work listening to it. And I was just like, I love, music can make you do all that. Obviously, we talk about the sad songs all the time, so we get the feels all the time with the music, and it makes you think and everything. But it should have that like trifecta of feelings where instead of it just being like the forget about life and drink kind of songs.
Exactly, and that's where like we always say that it's not that there's anything wrong with songs that make you feel happy and are stupid and have no making you think at all. It's just that if all you do is focus on this, lighthearted, absolutely no thought beyond partying, you're just missing out on so much of the range of just the human experience. To get fucking deep, bro.
Which was, like we said, with this next song, which is number 10, Luke Combs, Even Though I'm Leaving.
Just 'cause I'm leaving, it don't mean it. I won't be right by your side when you need me. You can't see me in the middle of the night. Just close your eyes and say a prayer. It's okay, I know you're scared when I'm not here, but I'll always be right there. Even though I'm leaving, I ain't going nowhere.
This song was just released on his EP last week, and it's like we were just saying when we were talking about him, is that people are craving this authenticity because this song is the favorite song off. It's the most played song off that EP, and it's the most real one, where it's a song about a kid who's scared in his room, and the dad's like, even though I'm leaving, I'm still here for you. Like, I'm going to be here for you. And then it's him, I think, going off to war. And then he's like, even though you're leaving, I'm going to be there for you. And then it's when he's past his dad's, at his deathbed, and he's just like, even though I'm leaving, I'm going to be here with you. And it's like... The one thing...
It's so incredible. This is one of the better songs I've heard in a little while, just period. And also, I am such a sucker for songs like this with the, like, three-part things that changes between the...
Where it tells the whole life of a story kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah. I am such a sucker for songs like this, so I was like, oh, this is so good.
Yeah, and honestly, as of right now, I think this is my second favorite song of his behind the original version of She Got the Best of Me.
Yeah.
Like, I think I like this better than Hurricane.
Top 3. It definitely is. Because Used to You is also incredible.
Oh, yeah, Used to, of course. But yeah.
So it's like, somewhere in there.
Yeah, so it's... To say it again, people crave authenticity. They love this song, and like this isn't Beer Never Broke My Heart. It's not Moon Over Mexico or whatever. It's not Lonely One. It's not whatever Beer Can. This is like a sad song, a heartfelt song My only criticism of this song is I realized while listening to it, Luke Combs only has one way to sing. It's just that hard like
Well, he does the lighter, and then he just gets into it.
yeah, like he doesn't like when he gets to the part about his dad passing away, he's just like he's still singing in that same Luke Combs voice. It doesn't get like soft or sincere. It's just like but it still is an amazing song. And
Yes.
so this is what we're saying. We can even get into it a little more when we get to the albums that came out last week. But number 9 is Rodney Atkins, "Watching You."
He said, I've been watching you, Dad, ain't that cool? I'm your buckaroo, I wanna be like you and eat all my food and grow as tall as you are. We got cowboy boots and camo pants, yeah, we're just alike, hey, ain't we, Dad? I wanna do everything you do, so I've been watching you.
This is another one from the perspective of the dad, and it's just this. Back when Rodney Atkins was amazing, it's this.
What a time that was.
It's just this awesome country song about like. He's like his kid swears and like, where'd you learn that? He goes, from you. Like I got this from
I've
you.
been watching you, Dad. And that's the other. I mean, this is like I was just saying the 3-part life of the story. I am dying. The death of the story. No, the start. You know, it starts off with the funny things. And it's just like, the kid learns the story. He's like, oh, shit. Yeah. But then the kid's like, I just, I want to be just like you. And he's like, oh, shit, I'm teaching him all the bad things.
We both love to hold Mom's hand. We like wearing boots and jeans. And then,
and then
it's cuts to him.
Yes.
Yeah, where he's like praying. And it's just like, I learned how to pray from you and all that. And it's, yeah.
And he's like, I guess I did an all right job, which is it's just nice. I love it.
It's an amazing, Rodney Atkins used to be one of my favorite artists out there. And now he exists.
Yeah, R.I.P.
But yeah, anyway, number 8. I'm an idiot. Number 8 is Cole Swindell's "Dad's Old Number."
Guy that used to pick up, he could fix anything. Sometimes I forget these 10 digits ain't my lifeline anymore. Every now and then I dial them up when life gets tough or when the Braves score. Sorry about the one-ring hang-ups, early morning and late night wake-ups. It was just me. In case you wonder, you've got Dad's old number.
Excuse me, it's Cole Seinfeld.
I didn't realize until I sent you the list that my phone autocorrected Swindell to Seinfeld, so it says Cole Seinfeld. Boom, ba-dum, bum, bam, boom, bum. Dad's old number. What's up with that? I called Dad's old number and some lady picked up. Don't you hate it when you call the number? When your dad's dead and you call his number and some lady picks up. But anyway, to get serious with it, this song is another one of those like "Hey Dads" where it's about a dad who passed away, but so it like the line is like, I don't have my old lifeline anymore. Like I call this number, and he like the lady answers like, please don't hang up. I'm not a telemarketer. I just want to let you know this used to be my dad's number, and it's where I used to go when I needed someone to talk to if the Braves were winning or we had to, He was always there for me, and it's just weird that he's not anymore. So it's like I just have to call Dad's old number to, kind of get that feeling again. And, I mean, we give Cole Swindell a lot. I mean, we usually don't give him a lot of shit because we don't talk about him because we forget about him. But he's one of those where he has some fantastic songs like this one or Break Up in the End, which are both amazing songs. And then he has, obviously, his popular songs, which aren't good. But it's just crazy that he can have this amazing of a song. It's just like how on the Mother's Day one we had a Lorna Lana song on the list, like who was terrible, but she had that amazing song about her mom. And so Cole Swindell has this awesome song about his dad. It's just like, why can't you always do this?
Yes, exactly. And I feel like, I guess I don't know how this one did in terms of radio performance or anything like that. But I know that Break Up in the End did well. Like people,
I think
really
that one went
wanted
number
to
one,
hear it.
actually. I could be wrong.
So that's like exactly what we've been talking about, like kind of this whole time. Like people want the good stuff,
Yeah.
and for some reason, Nashville's like, what if we don't give it to them? I don't understand it.
I'm looking up Dad's old number, see if it has like a Wikipedia page and everything.
Waika Padaya.
No, actually, I did see, though, now that I Googled it, I'm seeing all these articles about it. He's actually, apparently he just sang this song at Joe's Live in Rosemont recently, and he's releasing a live version of this song. So it's obvious that people like it because he's releasing it again, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's get back to it quickly before we move on. Yeah, it's just an amazing, like, it's depressing as hell, but it's so good, just about a guy who's lost his dad. And actually, I think another one of my friends who lost her dad was shared this on Instagram once and was just like, wow, this hits too close to home. But yeah, so it's an amazing song. Next up, God damn it, I spelled it wrong. Number 7, Conway Twitty, That's My Job.
Said, Daddy, I'm so afraid. How will I go on with you gone that way? Don't want to cry anymore, so may I stay with you? And he said, that's my job. That's what I do. Everything I do is because of you, to keep you safe with me. That's my job, you see.
So
I legitimately didn't even notice that until right now
didn't
either. Well done.
So instead of Conway Twitty, I wrote Conway's Titty.
And that is my job. Okay, yeah. So this is an incredible fucking classic from Conway. I absolutely love this song because, like I've said before, I am an absolute sucker for these multi-part songs, and I'm an absolute sucker for any sort of good dad song. I love them. They make me feel great things and just fucking feel great things. I think that's about the best way to say it. So this one, it starts with like, he wakes up, he's a kid, he wakes up in the middle of the night, run into his, parents' room because he's just like afraid of like the monsters are going to get him or whatever. And then his dad just like talks about like, I'm here to protect you and like be there for you. Like, that's my job. And then when it gets to the end, no, fucking haven't really listened to this song in a little while. I'm trying to think of, there's a part where it's, I think there's a part where he's getting married and he doesn't know what to do. And then I think there's a part at the end where his dad has passed away. And then he's got to, like, be strong for his child or something like that. And if I'm fucking it up, I feel bad and I'm sorry. But it's a beautiful song, and the whole idea is that's my job. It's what I do. Everything I do is because of you. And so just, like, the dad talking to their son, like, literally my job is to protect you and be there for you. Everything I do is because of you, to keep you here with me. And it's just a nice song back in the day. I have no idea even what year this was released.
2006.
It's good. Shortly after Conway's death in like fucking 85 or some shit.
Well, it's definitely not 85.
Well, when
'cause
did
this song
Conway
came
die?
This song came out in 87. So
When did Conway die?
let's
Is he not dead yet? That would be remarkable.
He's definitely dead. 93 he died.
Oh, how about that?
He was 59. Damn.
Oh, he could still be alive if he didn't
Yeah.
do probably.
I just knew he wasn't alive
Thanks.
because he's never been at any like country thing I've watched.
True.
But yeah, it's a great song, and it's just one of those like got to be strong for your kids type thing, and it's really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Number 6 is George Strait's "Love Without End, Amen."
And he said, let me tell you a secret about a father's love. A secret that my daddy said was just between us. He said, daddies don't just love their children every now and then.
It's a love without end, amen. It's a love without end, amen.
This song is just so upbeat and happy, and I love it, even though it's another one of those where it's like multiple stories where it's he comes home with a shiner on his eye and he's just like, I gotta lie, but the dad's like, no, I love you anyway, don't lie to me. And then it's the same,
But also, I'm going to hit you with this belt.
but also get over here. But then at the end it's like he's passed away and he's going up to heaven. He's just like, well, if they know the shit I did in real life, they're not gonna let me in. It's just like, no, God loves you anyway. It's love without end, amen. Like, and it's King George. And actually, I was looking at the number ones for this week's segment later, and this song was actually number one this week in 1990. But I decided
was a sign.
But I decided to not have that be the one later because we're talking about it now. So, but yeah,
No, we're not.
it's really cool that it's okay. Moving on.
No, it is incredible. I love this song. But yeah, similar themes, and you basically spelled it out. So yeah, it's great.
Number 5 is Mike Moonpie and the Moonpies, Steak Night at the Prairie Rose.
Down to steak night at the Prairie Rose, a cover band from 10 to close, and my old man sitting right there next to me. They got the ball game on the big TV, a beer for him, a Coke for me. He raised his bottle to the band and turned to say, I'm gonna see you up there someday.
Yeah.
And I love this. I mean, of course we love this song. We're fucking talking about it. I need to look up the lyrics really quickly because there's so that I love.
It tears my heart out because it's, again, with the three parts and the transitioning through the story. You know, he talks about when he's a kid going to this place
Called the Prairie
Rose on steak night with his dad, and he also talks about how his like parents had issues and like split up or whatever. So like his bonding time with his dad, and then he talks about like his dad has a beer and he has a Coke, and then his dad says to him, like, points up to the band that's playing and says, I'm going to see you up there someday. And then it tears my heart out when it gets to the end
where
and
he's there
talking
by
about
himself.
well, he's talking about, he's there by himself, and he's talking about just like, I raise my bottle to the sky and say, I'm going to see you up there someday, because his dad's passed away, and he's talking about heaven. And every time it gets to that part, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it's
And, like, sonically, this is one of my favorite songs just in terms of, like, how it sounds. I just
the
love
guitar
it.
of the do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, it's just so country and so nice, and I just really like it. God, it's good.
Yeah, I do love this song. The first time I heard it, I just thought it was because knowing me, I just kind of go through songs every once in a while and I don't really catch the meanings of them. So I was just like, oh, it's a song about a guy and his dad going to, the steak night. But when I really listened to it and I heard that last verse where it's like pointing up to heaven, being like, I'm going to see you up there someday. It's just like,
Yeah.
ooh, that is deep.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Number 4 is Craig Campbell's My Little Cowboy.
I was about to give up on that old bale of hay when from the front porch I heard my dad say, my little cowboy, you make me so proud, boy. Don't give up now, 'cause I know that somehow you'll figure it out. My little cowboy.
This is back when we used to love Craig Campbell because his music was always super country and super great. And
basically, before he took the hat off,
it's always they take the hat off
Yep.
and it all goes to shit.
they take the hat off and everything goes just fucked, and it's really sad. But that's literally what it is.
Yeah.
This is definitely one of my favorites. I mean, this is my probably, I don't know if it's my absolute favorite Craig Campbell, but it's fucking right up there.
Yeah, it's up there. I think probably
but yeah.
might be my favorite from him.
Yeah. But like I have been saying, such a sucker for these dad songs that just and so this is from his perspective about his kid at the end. It's about his kid, and so. But I just love, he talks about just, his dad is just super proud of him, even though shit doesn't necessarily always work out.
Like, when he's a kid, he can't lift this bale of hay because it's too heavy, and then when it's his kid, he gets sacked 3 times in a row, and it's just like, my little cowboy, I got
and
you,
he's
got
trying
this.
to, is he, trying to rope a fake deal?
Yeah, he's trying to
lasso
something.
Yeah, but he can't do it, and he's feeling dejected, and so then that's when his dad comes out and just I'm, that's my little cowboy. You make me so proud, boy. And gives him that motivation and just helps him.
The mid verse,
nice.
The middle verse is the one where it's like, I'm going to give up on this country music dream of mine, and he's just like, no, get back up on that stage and do it again. Like, I believe in you, and it's just this awesome song about just a dad being there for his kid, always being like, I'm not giving up on you. You're going to do
exactly.
This. I believe that you can do what you want to do.
Always being supportive, and it's just, it's real nice, and I very much enjoy it.
Yeah. Number 3 is another man who lost the cowboy hat.
God damn it, put the hat back on!
Chris Young's Flashlight.
The best ones are those nights, just me and my dad. He'll never know how much he taught me out in that garage. And I guess the stuff that stuck was more about life than fixing cars. 'Cause to this day I still can't make them run right. But I sure did learn a lot just holding the flashlight.
Turns out the Monstars come and take all of your country music away when you take your hat off.
Your hat. Even though actually this one was his first album, he didn't have the hat on, and it was still good. It was very slowly after that his Monstar power went away.
I refuse to believe it. This was off his first album.
But so this song, it's just this fantastic song. If you don't know, go back and listen to our Chris Young episode that we did a long time ago. We've actually done episodes about almost all these people. But
how about that?
So this song, it's about a kid who, it's like every time the sun went down, I'd be out there in the garage with my dad, and he'd be working on the car, and he'd be, talking to me about this, that, and the other thing while we're working on the car, and I was just sitting there holding the flashlight for him, and he even has the line like, I still don't know how to make a car run, but I learned everything I need to know just holding the flashlight.
Absolutely, and that's another type of song that I absolutely love, the imparting wisdom without actually realizing that you're having wisdom imparted upon you. Mm-hmm. And it's incredible because this also makes me think about, and part of the reason why I love it so much is it makes me think about my dad working on the boat when I was younger, and I would go out there and help him do that. And so even though I don't know shit about cars and we never worked on cars, the same principle remains, and it's just awesome to just just hanging out with Dad, and then I don't remember if he says it in this song or not about hearing some swear words and getting to sip a beer or something like that. Exactly.
He told me that mom was the only girl he ever loved, and
yeah, it's just really heartfelt, but also a little humor in there. It's just really great.
Because it's like, I still can't make them run right, but I learned everything. I just holding the flashlight. Mm-hmm. It's a fantastic song, and actually, apparently, you'll know this. Everyone will know this when this song actually goes up. Apparently, he's releasing a song tomorrow. That's an amazing song about
the one that he was crying.
Yeah,
right? He broke down when he performed it.
It's called "Drowning." It's just something like the rain come and goes or something like that. But right now, I'm drowning, and apparently, I didn't listen to it because I just want to hear the full song when it comes out, but apparently it's fucking amazing, and so I am looking forward to that. Because even though Raised on Country is a terrible song just listing about how your country, it's a country song, and so I'm hoping that this album is going to be just straight back to country Chris Young, because I'd be very happy, because
please clap.
Chris Young is an amazing voice, and he needs to be singing country music, not this fucking Justin Bieber R&B bullshit.
Seriously, for the love of God.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Number 2 is a guy we have already talked about, is George Strait's The Best Day.
Dad, This could be the best day of my life. I've been dreaming day and night about the fun we'll have. Just me and you doing what I've always wanted to. I'm the luckiest boy alive. This is the best day of my life.
This is just great because, again, relating things to things that I can think about, but like it starts out with just like they're either going camping or they're going fishing, and he's just talking to his dad. He's just like, yeah, I just, this is going to be the best day of my life. I've been, been dreaming about how much fun we're going to have, just like getting to do something with your dad all day or all weekend or whatever, and it's just fucking awesome. And I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, that it also goes through the phases. Like he gets, like doesn't he talk about like he gets married and he talks about how it's the best day?
Yeah, it is him. It's him
Yeah.
getting married, and he's saying like, oh, it's like I'm looking at my dad, like he's so happy he's getting married. He's like, Dad, this is the best day of my life, and
yeah.
I just. Yeah, like I've learned from you how to love
Exactly.
loving mom. Like I know how to do this, and so this is the best day of my life. And it's
so good.
King George has a couple good songs under his belt.
It's almost like there's a reason he started getting called King George.
Yeah, when I went to when I was looking at the number ones, like I said, How Love Without an End, Amen was this. There were like four, or I think it was 2 or 3 other years I went to on this day in that year was a George Strait song at number 1. It's just like, Jesus Christ. I've said it before when we've talked about how we're doing this segment, is that we're going to have a lot of songs that are by George Strait on it. But yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, number 1 songs about Fargers is Alan Jackson's Drive for Daddy Jean.
Piece of my childhood that'll never be forgotten. It was just an old plywood boat with a 75 Johnson with electric choke. A young boy, 2 hands on the wheel. I can't replace the way it made me feel. And I would turn her sharp and I'd make it whine. He'd say, you can't beat the way an old wood boat rides. Just a little late across the Alabama line, but I was king of the ocean when Daddy let me drive.
Farger.
Farger.
So, even though I have said this a bunch of times already, 1, I'm a sucker for the 3-part story song. 2, I am a sucker for the good dad songs, just in general. And 3, I am a giant sucker for the songs that can, like, directly relate back to memories I have as a child. This one hits fucking everything.
Because
And
when you were a
it is-
little girl, your dad let you drive the Jeep.
No. I have 2 little girls already, and they drive my Jeep.
Oh, there you go. But no,
No,
you
but
driving a boat.
It's seriously one of my like favorite fucking memories. Not just one memory because I got to drive the boat a fucking bunch of times, but the feeling of getting to drive the boat when you're a kid and you're like like an actual like young kid and you're just like, oh, I get to fucking drive the boat, like the thing, the fucking boat. And he completely nails it about just like, even though the boat isn't an incredible boat or anything like that, we're not doing anything more than just like taking it easy or whatever.
Even though you
I
did have
felt-
a 3-story yacht, but
I did, because we are super rich. No. No, but like just like he says, like I'm the king of the ocean when Daddy let me drive. I mean, I never went on the ocean because we don't live near it.
I think it was he was driving it on a lake, but it's just like I
Yes.
felt like I was the king of the ocean.
Exactly, and that's exactly how I felt. Just incredible when Dad lets you drive. Just makes you feel great, and then just kind of in that moment, like they trust you. Dad trusts you to not fuck everything up, and then just getting to do it, and just giving you encouragement, like you're doing just fine. It just felt like he was fucking singing it to me, and I'm like, God damn, this is an incredible song.
Yeah, it's
and the fact that like this is the song that he wrote after his dad passed as the tribute song, I'm like, Oh,
Yeah, because I remember reading about it.
incredible!
He was like, he didn't want to write like a sad song because he just wanted to remember the good memories with
Yeah.
his dad, and so that's how
Didn't
he
want
wrote
it to be
this one.
sappy or nothing, but
Yeah.
like, I mean, this is my favorite Alan Jackson song. This is also one of my favorite songs of the last like fucking 30 years. Like it's,
This is an
oh,
amazing
I
song.
love this song so much.
Yeah. So that's our 15 favorite Farger songs. If you have some...
What is Farger?
What is Farger? His
Farger.
Farger.
Dad.
Farger.
Dad is Farger.
Dad is
Farger
Farger.
is dad.
Oh, his father.
I don't speak freaky deaky Dutch.
That's right. We're quoting a 20-year-old movie in 2019.
It's 20 years old now?
It's got to be close to that.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure the first one was 99, but this is Gold
Well,
Member,
this
so
is
this
Gold
was
Member.
03 probably.
It probably was 03. Holy shit.
Gold Member came out in 2002, so it's 17
Oh my
years old.
God.
We're quoting a 17-year-old movie.
The fact that it is a 17-year-old movie is ridiculous.
I know. I remember this movie
Oh
like
my
yesterday.
God.
So good.
I love that movie.
know,
I
it's-
might watch it.
It's so good. I
Again.
do remember when I was living out there, just one day you're like, yeah, so I ordered the Ospar's trilogy off Amazon.
Regrets? Nope.
No regrets. Zero regrets. That's funny. All right, but yeah, that's our Farger songs, and like people messaged us. We missed the song. I think it was called "Mother" by William Clark Green last time. So let us know what songs, either that are about dads that you like, or that
Yes.
that remind you of your dad. If you guys send us
Absolutely.
that shit, maybe we could do a list of songs that people like that or something. I don't know.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's this is by no means, and none of our lists ever are like the definitive.
Yes, they are!
Infallible ranking of things. It's just the songs that we think of that we care about.
Sometimes they have.
and the things exactly, and the things that I love so much about country music is that it does touch people in different ways. Hey, and and I think it's awesome to hear people talk about why a certain song makes them feel some type of way. Speaking of things, that song, the Some Type of Way rap song, have you ever actually listened to that song?
No, what song?
There's a song, and like the actual chorus is like he says something,
Who's it
something,
by?
something. He said, I fucking have no idea. It's some rap song, but like the chorus, the main bit is like got me feeling some type of way, and he never actually says anything about how he's feeling. It's just some type of way.
No, yeah, I always feel so weird when people are like, "Oh yeah, I'm listening to Little Toaster." It's just like I'm like I don't know who that is. Like you don't know this song? I'm like, no, I
See, but
I honestly
you,
don't.
You really don't know.
I know I
like,
don't know things.
In the normal sense of like pop culture.
You have friends
music.
who listen to it though. I don't
Exactly.
have friends.
Like, I don't. But I'm like, I don't. All right. Cell phone.
all my friends are in Iowa. You live in Iowa, so you're with them.
Iowa is my friend. But seriously, like, I don't even really know a lot of shit with like the super main popular shit. But yeah, you're on a whole different planet.
I genuinely-
which is honestly, I'm a bit envious of you because like, I mean, you would have become aware of Old Town Road eventually, but like,
Yeah.
I remember like when I first heard that, I'm just like, oh, oh, the future.
Yeah, like they're like for the longest time. There's what's band is it that I thought was is it a person or it's a band? Is it Migos?
Migos, it's three people.
I thought it was a person, but it's three
Yes.
people.
Yes. Yes.
don't-
That is an exact instance of that's exactly right. What I'm
No
talking
idea
about.
no idea who's what.
Which is still hilarious. The fact that like me relaying this information is still like a little bit of the telephone game of like I'm feeding you some probable nonsense, most likely.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I like when I tell like my ex when she broke up with me, she said I listen to country music too much. Like it's a thing. I listen to country music. It's either country music or podcasts that I'm listening to. Unless I'm working out, sometimes it's like a rap album, like the Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse album. That thing's fucking amazing. But
You wouldn't dare.
I wouldn't. But yeah, so I listen to country music. That's sue me.